I built 100 of my viewers in my Minecraft hardcore world. I definitely want to do this again, but next time with a massive map art. So to be part of that, you should put your Minecraft Java Edition name in the comment section, or choose one of these mobs in any color. Every big project needs a plan, so I made one. First I wanted to dig the hole, then grab all the materials and finally build the entire thing. Wait, this plan absolutely sucks. Well, let's just get on with it. I started off by mining under the beacon by hand, but soon I realised even with haste 2, this is way too slow. So I built a TNT duper with a lever that I could spam, which was pretty fun. Well, not for this bat. This method was fun and all, but it involved moving the duper constantly, so I decided to spend ages gathering sand to make a bunch of TNT instead. Watching it blow up was also pretty fun, but you guessed it, it was too slow. So I spent an hour or two building this bad boy and set it off. I love the taste of destruction. Perfect. Well, not quite. Next part of the plan was gathering all the materials, so after designing the build and stream, I pulled up the material list and oh my god, 93,000 blocks. I definitely need some farms. I started off with an iron farm designed by Nembon because it would be useful for other things too, and my one at spawn was way too slow. This is a pretty good spot. The build itself was actually pretty easy, but oh no, not you again. Yup, I needed 60 villagers. I built a breeder nearby, which required me to steal 2 villagers from my breeder at spawn. The farm also needed a pacified pillager. This was easy enough to do using the snow golem and snow trick. After a long boat journey through the nether, subscribe right now, I got the pillager in and the farm was done. After a night's worth of AFKing, I got an absolutely insane amount of iron, so I had to download an entire mod to help me craft it all into blocks, giving me 1.5 double chests of iron blocks. Absolutely mental. The build also needed a bunch of glass. For glass I had 3 options: trade a bunch of villagers, mine all of the sand by hand, or make a sand farm. At first I opted for the trading option, but I didn't have a good enough emerald supply, so I went ahead and built ENX04's raid farm. After all of this I realised that trading was not viable because villagers only restock twice a day in Minecraft. You can see why this video took me so long to make. After a bit of research I found this simple sand farm that could also make me an infinite concrete powder as well. This machine works by sending the sand block into the end, but the game also thinks it's in the overworld, so it duplicates. The duplicated block can then be collected under the obsidian platform in the end. Now that was done, I needed a way to quickly convert concrete powder into concrete. Luckily El Mango has this amazing machine, so I got to work digging out an area for it, and built it up using a schematic. Coupled with the tweaker mod to place the blocks quickly, this farm worked a charm. This build also needed a stupid amount of deep slate, and there was no way I was going to mine it all by hand. So I decided to build a tunnel for that, but to make the bore I would need more ancient debris, and you'll see why in a second. After a trip to the nether I found a good spot and built this machine designed by Borcon. Creepers are so annoying. It works by clicking this note block and it shoots a load of TNT at this wall simultaneously, meaning I could pick up all the blocks that it breaks. I only needed to run it for a few dozen blocks before I was done. Another item I needed a lot of was end rods. I had 2 ways I could get these, either by going to the end and mining them manually, or by crafting them using blaze rods and popped chorus fruit. Of course, I went for the crafting option, so I had an excuse to make another farm, a blaze farm. I also had an excuse to build a 64 furnace array by cubic meter to turn the chorus fruit into popped chorus fruit, and also turn all that sand I made earlier into glass. Things were looking good. All I needed was some terracotta for the actual faces and some black dye using ENX04's Wither Rose farm. I realised later that I could have just used the ink sacs from my Guardian farm. I am the smartest man alive after all. I crafted and organised all the materials, and this phase of the rubbish plan was completed. Now that was cool and all, but apparently I hadn't finished the first bit of the plan. Remember this? Perfect. Well, not quite. Yeah, well, I didn't build the hole big enough. Here's me fixing it. Last but not least, I needed to throw the build together. Here it is in the form of a mini montage. I have a few spaces left in this build and I would love for them to be filled, so join my Discord and drop your name there and it'll be first come first serve. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.